Hello, everybody. It's Gloria from GGTheCrochetQueen. Welcome back to my channel. And thank you, Dr. Katrina, for being a continued member. And to all of my new subscribers, welcome, welcome, welcome. And for my returning subscribers, thank you for returning. Hello to Sharon. She said, good afternoon, and thumbs up was given. Thank you so much. What are you working on? What is your weather like? And Shatika, good evening. Blessings in crocheting. Thumbs up. Thank you so much. What are you working on? What is your weather like? Hey, Renee of Natural Nene 61 says, hello, everyone. And what are you working on? What is your weather like? And Jan Backus, how are you today? Thank you for joining me. Thumbs up. Good afternoon, Gigi and all. How is your weather, Jan? So I'm going to work on another hooded scarf. I was working on my doll, but I can't concentrate on that. Hey, Darcia, how are you today? Thank you for joining me as well, and I hope you did a thumbs up. What are you working on? What is your weather like? Hello, Samantha, how are you today? Thank you for joining me, and I hope you did a thumbs up as well. What are you working on? What is your weather like? Chain 26. I don't know, it's in the high 70s or the low 80s. It's hot. Samantha saying hi to Darcia. Renee says 47. Samantha is good. She's working on a butterfly mosaic blanket. Ooh, I haven't tapped into the mosaic. I started a purse years ago and never finished it. Samantha says she went live today. And Darcia saying hello to Samantha. Let me see. Okay. Okay. I'm looking at this. Oh, Samantha says she just finished your live screen. So what else is everybody else working on today? I'm doing double crochets. Oh, I see why it's darker in here. I didn't turn on the light up above me. Darcia says she's working on a hat. I get off of this live, I'm back to the computer to finish some work so I can enjoy my vacation. I'm only going to do enough. I'm not going to go and clear it out. Somebody else can clear it out. I'm going to enjoy my time off. So I want to work on finishing my doll. Ooh, somebody getting beat like a pulp. TCU beating Louisiana. Oh, Renee says she's working on a hat too. Yeah, hat. This is the season. Hats, scarves, gloves, and mittens. Earmuffs, ear warmers. And sweaters and cardigans. I don't know. They playing Yale? Oh no, BYU. I'm so distracted. Samantha's working on a blanket. This is the, I'm working on the hooded scarf. So, oh, they haven't played yet. Oh, they got, 2 hours. They play in 2 hours. I'm just looking at what's going on. What day do you go live? Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays, and on Saturdays. And Monday, Wednesday, and Friday is all depending on my lunch break. And then this week coming, I can go live whatever time I want to. But I'll probably stick to my 1:30. And I'm using this big twist. What is it? I love this color. Let me see what color it is. This is big twist. This is big twist value. The aqua ombre. I like this color. Doesn't show very well on this. Let me do this and go back. Yeah, it still doesn't show very well. But anyways, aqua with some white mixed in. It's an ombre. I like it. Thank you, Renee. I'm always looking over there at it, and I said, oh, this hooded scarf might be a great pattern for it. I'm not gonna, let's see. I went overboard with the first hooded scarf and made it much bigger than I wanted it to be. But if you have big hair, it's perfect. I've been binge watching Tyler Perry's sister, and I'm sitting there watching like, because I haven't seen it. Everything that I've watched so far, I think I've seen. I don't even know if what I'm watching now is new to me or not, because sometimes you can just figure out Tyler's stuff. But I'm sure when it's finished, because the new stuff is going to be starting. It'll be next year, I guess. Not next year, but the end of next year. Probably when it'll come to Prime, the new stuff. So I've been just left it on and let it. I said, well, I'm burnt out from watching all the crime shows, so I'll just watch this foolishness. It's like the housewives on steroids. That's the way I see it. Women doing crazy stuff for a man. I stopped watching when I heard Candy. Yeah, Candy. When I heard she wasn't going to be on there anymore, and she was the only one that I had really any interest in seeing, so I stopped watching it. I don't know if when the new season came or if it had a new season or not. I don't care. Somebody said I go to live when I want. Yeah, I want to have a routine so people know when I'm going to be there. Going to Juan date night. I don't know who Juan is. You're the second person that mentioned Juan, so he must be someone real popular. But since I'm not in the YouTube streets, I don't know who Juan is. No, I don't know Juan the Yarn Addict. Don't know who that is. There's a whole lot of YouTubers that I don't know. And that's okay with me. So I already have my favorites. I don't go to a whole lot of lives. I peek in on Ola Joe every now and again. I go to VJ's live. I probably go to VJ's live more than anybody's. I'll pop on to Kelly's every now and again. Who else does lives that I'll go to? I even click on to the Spanish-speaking YouTubers, but when they are doing their lives, they're speaking so fast. I said, I will watch the replay where I can just turn it down, see what they made. My work keeps me busy, so by the time I'm off of that computer, I am exhausted. Hey, Lori, how are you today? Thank you for joining me, and I hope you get a thumbs up. What is your weather like, and what are you working on? It's been a long, long time. Glad to see. BJ says, and I appreciate that. Happy Saturday, everyone. You are so welcome, Miss BJ. Happy Saturday to you as well. What is your weather like, and what are you working on? I'm working on a hooded scarf. Let me see. Ooh, I didn't put my stitch marker in. Where was the stitch marker? Okay, let me go find my stitch marker. Oh, I don't have a stitch marker in here? That tells me I've been, oh, I see my whole big boxes. Big container of stitch markers. It's 55 and gloomy. I'm playing Gardenscapes. So what's Gardenscapes? Okay, let me make sure. This yarn is really, really soft. Really soft. It should make for a nice, cozy scarf around the neck. Weather is crappy, warm and rainy, drinking water, and I just woke up from a nap. Been working on a scrap blanket and scrap squares. Ooh. Oh my goodness. I guess it's hit or miss in that region with the weather. But when I look at that snowstorm they had a few weeks ago in New York? I think it was, I don't know if it was New York, Connecticut. I don't know that area. That that was scary. I think I would survive that one storm and definitely be looking for another place to live. But the people were so used to it. I don't know. I guess as you grow up with it, but that is definitely not like I'm going to move there and I already know. People say, but you live in Florida, they have hurricanes. Yeah, but you get a week or so warning, and within 72 hours, if it's coming your way, you already know it. So when they gave you that warning a week before, is when you should have started preparing. If you need an escape route or you need to hunker down, one or the other. That doesn't, because of course I grew up here, so, and knock on wood, I really haven't had any real disaster when it came to the hurricanes. I've had roof damage before, but no leakage, just some shingles came off, knock on wood. But yeah, I've seen the devastations of hurricanes too. VJ, is a game of chance. When you get many points, when you get so many points, you can spend them to beautify your garden. Your real garden or the garden on the game. Because I'd like some money to beautify my garden right now. Shoot. Let me see. Okay. Anyone who want to do this pattern, I found it on Viv Crochet. I think that's her name, Viv. Viv Crochet. I think it's Viv Crochet. We're going into 2025. Remember the scare of Y2K? Now we're 25 years later. How did you grow your avocado tree? Straight from a seed. Garden on the game is a mansion. So as you finish the garden, another pop opens. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I grew my avocado tree from a seed. My I the first avocado tree, I bought the seed from the store. I bought an avocado from the store, and Nia was 3 months old, and that tree grew. I don't know. The other one is just as big as the first one, and then with all the weather and I guess it got old enough. It was there for a very long time, still producing. And as the years went by, it produced less and less of the avocados, and they got smaller. And then I seeded another one, and it was back there. And one, because it was still young, one of the bad windstorms, hurricanes, something toppled it over. And then I seeded another one, and that's the one that's over here. And it's about 10, 20 feet tall. I don't even know how tall it is. Huge. And it still has a lot of avocados right now. And a lot of them are dropping. Like, this is the first time that the avocados have dropped off of the tree. Usually you have to go out there and pluck them off the tree, but they've been falling off the tree. And my dad said maybe because it's been so dry, hasn't been a lot of rain. I said, that could be it. But my daddy planted that mango tree. It was, I think, graft from a seed. I don't know. He brought it over. He planted it. I'm happy. But all of my avocados, I have an avocado plant now that I plan to plant one day. Get somebody to plant it. I'm not going to go out there and do it. But somebody's going to go plant it for me. But they grow very fast. Once that seed, because it roots within a couple of weeks, I would say. Just put the seed and put the toothpicks in there, put the bottom part of it, so just the bottom part of it gets the water. In like probably 2-3 weeks, the plant will pop out of that seed. And it'll just keep growing and growing and growing. But I don't know if you, like, where you are, I don't know, because I'm guessing, it's got to be in mostly warm weather. But I don't know. But I have avocados for days. And I'm thinking, I was trying to remember if it bears fruit twice a year or just once a year. Feels like it's twice a year to me, though. Or maybe because they're on there for so long, it just feels like it's twice a year. I don't know. But there's plenty of them on there now. Oh, but how? Let me see. Wait a minute. We went out to lunch for burgers, dropped off some donations at Goodwill, stocked up at Costco, bought a new Christmas tree on clearance at Menards, and restocked the freezer at the meat store. Wow. I'm tired just reading that. That's a lot. I usually have one store, one store only. All of those trips, they would be broken up in over the days, knowing me. But I don't have, it'll be just me. And if my daughter happens to be off, then she'll go with me. Okay, but how? Let me see. I've only gotten one pit to sprout, but it's dead. What did you do to the pit? I didn't do anything to the pit. Usually I take you take it out of the avocado, and I'll either clean off the avocado, or either I'll let it sit and dry a little. Then I'll put the toothpicks in there and just make sure just the bottom part of it has water in it. You want it like a third of it in water. And then just keep refreshing the water as, it gets lower. And but what kind of avocado are you talking? Because I have Florida avocados. Hass avocados are harder, because I've even tried to do Hass avocados, and I've never been lucky with that. So maybe that's it. I know, right? That is why I need yes, that's exactly why you needed a nap. That's a lot. But we do Costco, and that'll probably be the only store that will do. Oh yeah, Haas avocado. Yeah, I would research that some, because they are really hard to root. At least from my vantage, I've tried it a few times and I just said forget it. My Florida avocado is real easy to do. And those Haas avocado seeds are so tiny. So I don't know. Maybe you can also try to just put the like put it in a Ziploc bag with wrap wrap it in some paper towel and just keep it moist. That might work. I don't know. I would research it. And the Haas avocados are not cheap. So ooh, Miami got another touchdown. Woohoo! Can you grow a Haas avocado tree in your neck of the woods? Well, I guess, because they come from Mexico. Mexico does have cold weather, so. Mm. I know nothing about the Haas avocados. Okay. You are welcome. I stick with my little Florida avocado trees. I have a jasmine plant. It was outside, and then it started to die on me, and I was like freaking out, like, what is going on? And my friend said, jasmine does not like cold weather. I was like, what? And I brought it in the house, and it's beautifully green. Now it's flowered a few times. It's really tall. Let me see how big. Oh, my avocados, they get like the size of my hand. So just think of a big one. That's how big they get. And I don't think you can. I mean, I have one inside the house, but I know eventually I'm gonna have to put it out because the tree itself grows really big before it starts bearing fruit. So I know I'm gonna have to put it out soon. But I have seen some in people's yards, but still it's a pretty big size. It's not a tree that you want inside your house. That's for sure. Because I've seen some that are not as quite as tall as mine, and they have avocados on them, but they're still about 5 feet tall or taller. But I'm not one that goes outside and checks on the fruit and babies the plant. I said if it's going to survive, it's going to survive without me going out there doing anything to it. As I said, as many mango trees and things like that grow in the wild, and the only thing they rely on is the rain and the sunshine from God, because nobody's out there fertilizing and all this stuff. And I try not to fertilize my anything anyway, because I don't want all that really fertilizer we shouldn't even be using. But be as that may. Ooh, don't tell me I didn't move it. I sure didn't. Let me see. Did I move it? Yeah, I moved it. Oh, I don't think I did. Oh, well. I don't think I moved it. Or at least I didn't move it to where it should have been moved to. Well, hopefully this is the last increase round. I don't have to worry about it. Get rid of that stitch marker. I have one now. The one that I have indoors now is about maybe 2 feet in the pot. I think. Nope, I don't think I moved this. Let me see. I think I just hope I didn't mess this up. Let's see. Okay. I think I did it right. Fingers crossed I did it right. If not, it's going to be a wonky looking. And I definitely have to move this because I have another increase round. How much time do they got? Oh, they're in the third quarter. They got lots of time. Ooh, I planted an avocado seed. It's just a stick with leaves. Oh my goodness. I'm trying to remember what mine looked like. Well, they start out pretty skinny, but the trunk of it gets bigger. How long has it been since you planted it, Darcia? I got a lychee tree. It's a stick with some leaves right now. And my lawn man, oh, you got the worst plant. Why'd you let them give you that plant? So I snipped some parts off of it so it'll look a little bit better. No, I didn't. I didn't snip anything. I staked it. That's what I did. So it wouldn't look so pathetic. And I'm hoping that it survives because I keep forgetting to put water on it. And it's been down for a couple of months. Because they do it like, yeah, it was in October. Because that's, 8 months ago? And it's still skinny like that? I think October is Arbor Month or something like that. So they usually do tree giveaways. Some of the parks do mulch. One of the parks my daughter and I went to when she was younger, they made you go through each station. So you'd learn about the ecosystem. So we had to do that before they would give us, I don't know if it was a tree or mulch or both. I want to say it was mulch, cypress mulch. But I think it's always in October when they do those things. And it was so funny. I was looking for the park because when I looked at it, I was like, I don't know where this park is. So it turns out they have little parks, tiny little parks stashed away in different areas of my city that I didn't know about. Because I don't go that way. So, but that lychee tree takes 25, it's going to be 25 feet high by 25 feet wide. And I know they get really, really big because my friend's brother has one. And I have some of his lychees still in the freezer. I take them out every now and again. Just that's like a little dessert for me because they're really sweet. When we go to the Brazilian restaurant, we have lychee caprihinas. They're very good. Well, if it's 8 months and it still looks like that, if it's still green, it's still alive. That's the way I see it. It has a chance to get bigger. Okay, then this one will be, oh my goodness. This thing just increase. You would think I'd never made this thing before. I feel like it. I just don't remember all these increases. I really like this yarn. Oof. Yeah, how tall is the stick? Says, yep, 8 months ago, the stick is getting taller with 3 leaves on it. What? Then they die and fall off, then grow 3 leaves back. Oh, but where are you? And what kind of avocado tree is it? With this crazy weather, you don't know what you're going to get sometimes. And the bird flu is getting worse and worse and worse. Growing in on inside, I'm thinking about pitching it out. Oh, you have it inside the house. Well, if it's still green and it's not dried out, I would hold on to it until you get some summer. Maybe you need some summer, some plant it. Okay, I did that one. Who is that? Oh, Andre. My bestie, he is not in Colorado. He is actually in Oregon and enjoying his time in the snow. And he can have all of the snow he wants. All right, they got it. I don't know. It's just like no place I want to go and be in the snow. I'm adverse to winter weather. It is just not my thing. I don't think I need this many increases. I think I wrote that many increases, and that's why I ended up with such a big one. Okay, so. Oh, it's a Haas. Okay. Lori says I'm back. Had to go make dinner. Chicken Caesar salad. Oh, that was a quick one. I said this year I've procrastinated for years and years and years. I have got to drop this weight. I am so tired of carrying it. I hope I did that right. Now I gotta go and leave the game and go look at this. Make sure. So I don't want another big one. I want a normal size scarf. Oh, they didn't get the touch. Why didn't they get the touchdown? Something must have happened. Oh, he didn't get it then either. Did he? Ooh. Oh, mine only got the 1 inch. You're doing good. Yeah. For a house, I wouldn't throw it out. No. No. I would do some research on it. It might be just a slow growing plant, but I wouldn't throw it out. We had to counterbalance the pub birds we had at lunch. Okay. Oh, they still didn't get it. All right, Miami. Miami's defense is holding. Oh, yeah, I got him. Ooh, ooh. Okay. Don't let him catch you sleeping now. Y'all held him this long. Let's see if y'all can hold him again. Ah, they let him get it. Shoot, shoot, shoot. That's all right. They still behind. Let me see. Let me go find. Ooh, I'm so excited to be working on this doll. I'm hoping I can get her finished. Let me see. Uh-oh. I was going to show you what she looked like, but it went right into the video. I'm going to make some spinach hummus when I get off of here. When does avocado grow on? My avocados have been on my tree for a few months. But I don't know about the Haas avocados at all. I only see them in the store. I've never even seen a Haas tree because I don't think, because they're more in California and Mexico. I don't know if I'm sure there's probably some Haas avocados around here somewhere, but I don't have me to be guessing. I do not know. Okay, I need to see what you're saying, girl. See what you're saying. Where are you? Okay, how many increases did you do? Oh, I don't see her stitch marker. I don't think I need to increase anymore. Oh yeah, she is at the stitch marker. Okay, so yeah, all right. She did do that many increases, at least right now. I'm ready to eat. That's why I asked. So, what type do you have and how long did it take? I have Florida avocados, and I planted my tree from a seed, and it's my third one that I planted from a seed. And the trees grow really fast. I just don't remember how long it took before they actually started producing the avocados because I don't pay attention to it. Unfortunately, I couldn't tell you. But there's a lot on YouTube University. You can find all of that information. So the one that I have now, actually, I don't need to plant it because these trees get so big. And you really don't want these huge trees around your house. Is that, I don't have a huge yard. So they would be right around my house. But I just love to watch them grow. Now that I have that lychee tree in the front yard, because I can't remember, I think it was a black olive tree that finally got cut down because it's such a messy tree. When the rain comes and all on my neighbor's driveway, he gets all bent out of shape because it just stains the driveway. So I finally had it cut down. And for a long time, there was nothing there. And then I got the lychee tree, so we'll see if it grows big enough to produce some fruit. But I'm still debating if I want to plant this other avocado tree. I already have one that's huge, and it definitely produces avocados every year. Oh, mine is outdoors because they get too big. You can keep them in the house for them to grow and get good roots, but after that they have to go outside. This is definitely not an indoor plant. Then I have all of the I have Suriname cherries, um, and I have one in the front yard, one in a really bigger one in the backyard. Let me see. An increase in every third stitch. Okay, so we did that already. And then I've done that. I don't care about changing colors. I'm not going to be changing colors. I just want to know if you do another increase, or did I write all of these increases myself? I think while I'm on vacation, I'm going to just go out there, keep myself doing something. Instead of sitting down just crocheting away, I am going to plant those other Suriname plants because they're small. The reason I haven't really put them out yet is because I don't want the cruddy old iguanas. Okay. I don't want the yucky iguanas all over them. I hate iguanas. I don't know why people brought these things to our state. Oh, what kind of tree is a lychee tree? Oh my God, Google says start with the seed. Oh, you may wait 13 years or more for fruit. Yeah. Let's see if where we want to increase. Okay, so it is another increase. Yeah, that's probably about right. Because the first, like I said, the first tree, I think it was like 10 years before it finally. And I can't remember I don't even think I know that the thing had. I think my daddy saw the avocados on it before I did. And Nia was 3 months old when it was. Yeah, I think it was about. It may have been about 10 years when it finally started bearing fruit. For some reason, this one seems like it started bearing fruit faster than that, but I don't remember when I planted it or anything because I don't even worry about that stuff. I just let it roll. Let me see. We have a huge tree in our backyard that probably needs to come down. One giant branch came down, in the fall. If my son had been home, it would have crushed his car. Oh yeah. See, that's my thing. When I even though I wanted the lychee tree, because the other plants that they were giving away, I didn't know anything about them. And just the pictures of them creeped me out because of the way they grew. I don't like creepy stuff. I don't like creepy plants. I don't like creepy critters. I want something pleasing to my eyes. I don't want to look at something that creeps me out. So that's why I went with the lychee tree. But then when I looked, and I already knew they grew really big. But then when I was like 25 feet by 25 feet, so it's, ooh, and I've seen them before, but the fruit is so good. And the avocado tree, until I actually planted one, I didn't know how big they got. Because like I said, I haven't seen, I saw avocado tree on a golf course when I used to play golf, but it wasn't really big, not like mine. Mine is huge. But that's probably because somebody's out there on the golf course cutting it back and keeping it small. Where me, oh well, let it grow. Let me see, what kind of tree is it? Lychee fruit is, it has a prickly, hard shell on the outside, and the inside of it is really sweet, mushy, and it has a seed inside of it. It's kind of gelatin, like a gelatin kind of a texture. Yeah, kind of gelatin, jelly-like. But yeah, that's well, if you look it up, you'll see the lychee fruit. It's a reddish color outer part of it, and it's prickly. And then the inside of it is a white fleshy part to it. And there's a seed on the inside of that. I love them. But I can only eat so many because after that it's like, ugh, over this. They're too sweet. Yeah, see, that's the scary thing with the big trees is like, especially when we're having hurricanes, like, oh Lord. And I think about, got a huge mango tree on this side, a huge avocado tree on that side. Either way, if they come in, there goes my little craft room. So that's why I'm rethinking planting this other avocado tree, because it'd just be another huge tree in the house. And the one that was cut down was probably 25 feet high. It was huge, and would have came in the front of the house. You just can't win. You want pretty stuff, but you just can't win. I don't know. But I just like watching them grow. My dad used to have a garden, and then the iguanas came and destroyed his garden. And he just stopped planting anything because you just can't win with those iguanas. They are terrible, terrible. They take over. I don't know if the city came and scooped up all of the feral cats, because I hardly ever see them. Before, there was like 5, 6, 7 of them just hanging around the house all the time. But I haven't seen them. I haven't seen any of them in a very long time. Only every now and again I'll see one out on the patio. They used to be on the patio. I have a grill outside, and they hop right on top of the grill and lay and sleep on the grill. Well, the cover of the grill. Oh, she said, well, back to the store. Lori says, this tree is called a sweet gum. The leaves are big and a brilliant green in summer, and a variety of reds, orange, and yellow in the fall. They are messy though, with a couple kinds of seeds. Oh, I can't remember what the name of it, when I went to another one of the tree giveaways, and I brought it, and I asked my daddy, he would not plant the tree for me because he said it's a messy tree. You don't want all these flowers all over your yard. It's a messy tree. So it never got planted. And it is a messy tree because there's a house on the main street going to the light that has that same tree, and the flowers are everywhere all over their yards. I put it out. I said, hopefully somebody will pick it up and go give it to somebody else and they'll plant it. I don't know. But it never got planted. My daddy was, nope, we're not, this tree, nope, we're not doing it. And it never got done. The schools are out. The children are, we don't have a lot of kids in my neighborhood anymore. At least I don't see them. When I first moved here, there were a lot of young ones. Okay, so I got to do what I did before was that 1, 2, so it's got to do 3. 1. I know there's still children in the neighborhood. I see them walking to the bus stop. But it used to be some young boys that used to play street hockey. And I'm guessing they are all grown now because my daughter is grown. So I know they're grown. In the spring, it drops something that looks like broccoli. In the fall, it drops prickly balls. Oh my goodness. That tree sounds like a lot of work. The other plants that they had, I was like, I don't know these things. I've never had them. I'm going to stick with the fruit that I know. And at least I've seen the trees before, so. I have a lemon tree. I actually have a lemon tree that's probably about 4 feet tall that it grew from a seed from a lemon. I just plopped them in the soil. One of them is still yay high, and they were the same time frame. I don't know how many years it's been, probably 2 or 3 years. And the seed, it's about yay high. And I want to put it over there in the corner. That's where my other lemon tree was. I had a lemon tree for years, and then we had a spread of canker. And the city people would come, leave me notes. We're going to cut it down. We need your permission. I ignored them until the tree died on its own because it was still bearing fruit. I don't know what canker does to a human, but I know canker kills other citrus trees. So I don't even know if you can, I think by now you can buy citrus trees, but for a long time you could not buy citrus trees in Florida because of the canker. I don't know what it does. I just know it's not a good thing. So, and so now I want to plant this one because it's big now. I'm figuring it might survive the invasion of the iguanas, but I'm not sure. But I definitely want to plant it. Our city came around and planted trees in our front yard. I think ours is maple, but I'm not sure. Ooh, a maple tree? BJ says, Lori, we had that tree in the front yard when I was growing up. Those fall balls hurt when you step on them. Instead of raking leaves, we had to rake balls. Oh my goodness. Well, a maple tree, Like a maple, like you can get maple syrup out of? That'd be worth it. You got to know what you're doing. I still want to go to Canada. Oh, Canada. I only buy maple syrup now. No more Aunt Jemima. Do not buy that syrup anymore. I try to cut down on all that sugary stuff. All right, I've been on here an hour. Let me go and force myself to go back to work so I can enjoy the rest of my vacation time. I'm going to enjoy it whether I finish it or not, because somebody else can do it for the next 2 weeks. Won't be me. So I thank you all for joining me today, Susie BJ. Have you ever put the dried up prickle balls in a campfire? It's mesmerizing to watch them burn. Oh, wow. That sounds interesting. They don't like pew, pew. They don't do that. I would think they would be shooting off little fireballs. I think VJ just, they trashed them. They're like, didn't want to walk on them, didn't want to step on them. That sounds very painful. Probably be the same that happened if you stepped on a lychee seed. Because those things are hard. Oh, and if you're looking it up, it's Lychee. Lychee. Yeah, lychee. Just in case. But it'll direct you. You know, Google knows all. They're trying to break up Google like they did my bell, as I said, as they used to say way back in the good old days. No, never have, Lori. Haven't burned pine cones either. Oh, they don't explode if you are. Oh, okay. They don't. All right. All right. All right, everybody. I'm going to go. I got somewhat. It's going to be real purdy. It's going to be real purdy when I finish it. All right. I thank you all for joining me today. I should be on Monday around 1:30ish. And I hope you all have a good rest of the pine cones. If they are not dried out, they explode. Thank you, Darcia. Yes, everyone have a blessed day. See you next. Oh, well, you're not on Monday? Okay. Well, I'll be on Monday at 1:30, probably. So everybody have a good rest of your day, your weekend, your night, and everybody stay safe. Keep crocheting. Bye-bye.